Hey everybody, it is Wednesday, so you know what time it is. Time to do some stamping. I'm live in my studio. It's Jody Breckville, Stamping Queen. If you're with me, please come on into my studio. Say good morning. Let me know where you're joining from. Let me get my comments up. There we have some friends. All right, it is corn chopping day today here on the farm. So, hopefully, I'm going to see if we can get that glare from the door out of the way. So things are really, really busy here. We have tractors and trailers running up and down the farm lane all day and should not cause any noise here in the studio, but a lot of dust is what it's creating because it's been so dry here all summer. And now they're just running and chopping the corn. So any of you guys who have fall allergies, get ready. 'Tis the season. So how are we this morning, friends? I have some exciting things I want to share with you today. First of all, we're going to be stamping my Graceful Greenery class today. This is using the Season of Gold and Green Suite, which is gorgeous. Some of you have it. I know some of you have it because it's sold out for a little while. And so we did a class. I did a class with this. Some of you purchased to-go kits. Some of you were in person on Monday and did some stamping with me. My products are coming. The paper did sell out, so I was able to get some more. I did a quick ship. It should be arriving today. So if you did purchase the to-go option, I'm hoping to get them out in the mail Thursday morning. So we're going to hope. So good morning, Lori and Joan and Colleen. I'm so happy to have you guys with me. So we're going to do that today. But what I wanted to make sure of, because I won't be here next week, I know, sad. I am going away for a week, not a week, but a couple days with my girlfriend, Deb. We are going to fly out to Salt Lake City. And we are going to drive to my friend Cindy's retreat in Idaho. And I am super, super excited. So I am working furiously this week to get my Graceful Greenery class caught up. To go Thursday, we are going down to Maryland to meet our DDM, our district demonstrator advisor. I can't remember what DDM, district demonstrator manager, something like that, from the home office. It's Elizabeth. And so she is having an event in Maryland. And so a couple of my teamies are going to hop down to Maryland and see her on Thursday for a day of stamping. And then we'll have dinner together. So lots of stamping, super excited for that. Friday, I'm going to pack and get ready because I have an all-day retreat on Saturday with my friend Connie. Then I'm going to come home Saturday night, unpack everything, repack everything, and get ready to roll Tuesday morning. So lots going on in the middle of trying to plan some Christmas card stamp-a-stacks, some creative escape events. You know how it is. You just can't stamp enough, right? So are you guys just as busy? I thought maybe that once school kind of got in session, things would like slow down. Not that I have school-age kids. It doesn't really matter because my kids are grown and out of school, but I think for everybody, it kind of just gets right into, you get into a groove, but daggone. For us stampers, holiday is coming. So we've got Halloween, we've got Thanksgiving, we've got Christmas. So a lot is coming. So that leads me to make sure that you all saw this. So this is coming out soon. We talked a little bit about no Halloween in this catalog. So this is our holiday mini catalog. It is going to go live very soon on September 4th. We will be able to show the inside of the mini. You will be able to order from the mini catalog. It is full of gorgeousness for the holidays, but no Halloween. I was like, what's up, y'all? Where is the Halloween? Here it is. So we are releasing our scrapbook. Ooh, the light just went bright. We are releasing the scrapbooking brochure. It is available now. If you're not a demonstrator, you can view it in the demonstrator back office. If you're not a demonstrator, let me know and I can get you the link to view that catalog. They did release it early so that everyone has a chance to look at it. Now, I, by nature, am a card maker. So if you're a card maker, say card maker, or if you are a scrapbooker, say scrapbooker. So I started off by making cards. That was my jam. I enjoyed that. That's what introduced me to Stampin' Up. Some of my friends, when the kids were small, introduced me to Creative Memories, and I got into some scrapbooking. I have not scrapbooked for quite some time. I did enjoy it, but I feel like it's a lot, like always over my head. And card making, I feel like I can get my supplies out, make some cards, bada bing, bada boom, off I go. But I am excited to see what we can do with the scrapbooking line as card makers. So I know we usually are like in two camps. Like we have scrappers who then started to make cards, or we have card makers that started to do some scrapbooking. But paper is paper, right, friends? Gorgeous paper is gorgeous paper. So we are able to show this scrapbook brochure now. You guys know that we kind of teamed up with Close to My Heart whenever they closed. And if you're following any of the former Close to My Heart makers who have turned demonstrators, hello, they will make you want to become a scrapbooker for sure. But what you'll find in here is we are introducing a line of 12 by 12 cardstock that is two-tone. So it is printed on both sides. So it's got our traditional Stampin' Up! Color. So say if it's cherry cobbler on the one side, the back side of it is a lighter shade, almost like Stamp Off, if you will, for those of you who are card makers. Like it's a lighter shade, and it is white core in the middle. So we have that line coming. So I want to make sure you are aware of that. We also have scrapbook workshop kits that are coming that have some of the cardstock, the designer paper, some of the punch outs, all that designed to make a 3-page layout. You get everything that you need. Of course, true to Stampin' Up, we've got to have stamps. So you are going to see some stamp sets that are very scrapbooking forward, like big sentiments, 1 word, 2 words, things that you can make title pages and that type of thing. But check it out. So those of you who are the card makers, don't poo-poo it just because you don't do scrapbooking. We do have the paper. So you can get the DSP, you can get the cardstock, and you can utilize that. We have paper and sticker packs. We also have just paper packs. And so this whole thing is leading me to tell you that, bless their hearts, Halloween is here. Thank you, Lord. I didn't know what I was going to do. Actually, I did know what I was going to do because my Halloween mystery box is coming, and I made it work without a Halloween DSP. But I am getting this Halloween DSP first thing on September 4th so that I can showcase it to you guys. So one thing that you want to make note of, we'll talk a little bit about that here in a second, is Halloween week. I'm changing it up a little bit. And I know lots of you guys follow me. And you want to be ready for Halloween week, which is called Monster Mashup Week. And so I want to be showcasing some of these items, meaning we all get to order it on the 4th. Okay, so there is no pre-order for demonstrators. This entire line is going to go. Did I show you long enough to see some of the detail? Just so that you can see some of the fun that is going to come. So scrapbook pages, cards, I don't have a great printout, but you can view this online. So our Lori is asking, great question, Lori. Will that be all online? The scrapbook brochure is totally digital. There is no printable copy of it for you. So you can go online and I just printed mine off. The nice thing about seeing it virtually or digitally is that you can, whatever that's called, make it bigger. So you can expand, is that the word I'm looking for? Make it bigger, and you can see lots more detail in the product. I am thrilled with how this catalog is laid out. The price point is great. What it comes with is great. It's going to have layouts so that you can actually make almost like a kit, you can have a kit enlarge. Thank you. Make it big now. Do you guys, I'm so distracted today. Do you guys do that like on magazines or like your shampoo bottle? Do you find yourself like trying to make it big? I'm not admitting that I have done that. Nope, not me. Not more than once. So anyway, yes, it is online. So on the 4th, you will be able to go online and order. Whether you are a demonstrator or a customer, you can order it online. Okay. If you are a customer, you can order with your demonstrator. Just keep in mind, because I know some of you don't do online ordering, and that's okay. If you have a demonstrator, if you need a demonstrator, I'm here. Or if you have a demo that you work with, you can send them your order. And that's the beauty that Stampin' Up! Gave us this digital brochure early so that we can look at it and make a wish list, get it to our demonstrator, and then she or he can order that for you. I would be happy to do that. I may be away, but I am always working. I am connected. So don't worry that I'm, traveling or on vacation. I'm always working. So yes, I see exactly. Patty said, started out with creative memories 45 years ago, and it's always ongoing. Yes, you can make a card and done. I'm with you, sisters. So back to this catalog. I told you I'm so distracted. Hopefully you guys, somebody already left. They're like, can't listen to Jody anymore. Click, take her off. If you're catching the replay, you can always go right through all of this stuff where I aimlessly ramble. But I'm excited and I want to make sure you guys know, because Stampin' Up! Has furiously worked to get this out to us in a very, very short time. This thing with Close to My Heart was not planned years ago. It happened within this year, and Stampin' Up! Has worked furiously to get us a brochure that goes live on September 4th. This is not Close to My Heart product. This is Stampin' Up!'s line. So we kind of combine some things that they do and some things that we do well, some things they do well, and we have this gorgeous line. What I want to make sure to say is, while supplies last. Now, does that mean that once it's sold out, it's done? Not necessarily. So if you are on the online store, this is where the inventory is really going to be the most accurate, because that's time, real time, right? So when you order, if you add it to your cart, it'll be fine. If you see that it says currently unavailable, it means it's sold out, but they are getting more in. If it is not there at all, nothing comes up, that is sold out and it's one and done. It's gone. Now, of course, we chose a perfect time to release the scrapbooking product because we've got Christmas and winter and fall and Thanksgiving and Halloween. My 2 cents, and I'm telling you this is Jody's thoughts, okay? Jody's 2 cents. I don't think the Halloween is going to last long. So if you want Halloween, I would say get it while you can, because it does coordinate. The scrapbook kit does coordinate with the potions and spells that is online and available now, that bundle. The DSP does coordinate with that, and it's a short time frame between now and Halloween. Now, I could be looking at that from a card maker perspective, where a scrapbooker is like, I can get that kit later because my photos will be done later. I will scrapbook later. So I may be totally off base on that. Tell me what you guys think. I just feel like Halloween is going to be a quick sellout. But again, there's two thought processes. Is I could get a Halloween kit in December and, scrap my pages from Halloween way later, because my kids are 26 and 23. So I'm sure I could scrap their Halloween from when they were 3 and 4. So because those pictures, nothing's been done with, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Oh, good, Joan. I'm so excited that you are excited. I am anxious to see what this looks like, and big props to Stampin' Up! For making this happen. Lori has a good question. Let me look here. Lori said, is the DSP similar amount, 2 sheets of each? I do believe so, but I am going to double check for you. So Halloween spells 12 by 12 DSP 1250, and it is 12 sheets, 3 each of 4 papers. Does that make sense? So you actually get a little bit same amount, but less designs, I guess I want to say, because they're thinking you're going to do layouts with this. So maybe not as many designs, but same amount of paper. Did that make sense? I'll say it one more time. 12 sheets, 3 each of 4 double-sided designs is what you get in the packs of paper. Now, in a kit, the kits do vary in price. So for instance, the Halloween scrapbooking kit is $28, and it includes the 2-tone cardstock, 8 sheets of that, 2 sheets of what's called White Willow, which is Close to My Heart, had a white 12 by 12 cardstock, and we have taken that in and just changed its name. It used to be called White Daisy. It's now called White Willow. So you get 2 sheets of that, 6 sheets of the DSP, 4 sheets of single-sided DSP, and 1 sticker sheet. And so that is what comes in the Halloween kit, and it's $28. So I'm really excited to get one and just lay it out so that you guys can see it and see what you think. So in the meantime, we should do some stamping. Yes, she has talked long enough. Let's shut her up and let's see some stamps. All right, hold on. Oh, Lori says, didn't SU carry white? Yes, we have white. It's basic white is our cardstock. This is close to my heart's cardstock, which is definitely different. Our cardstock and their cardstock were two different, like apples and oranges, honestly. So we still have our white 12 by 12, but they have a white which is now called white willow. So it's a little bit thinner because scrapbookers tend to not want really, really thick because it makes their albums, thicker. We want thick for card bases and projects and 3Ds and that type of stuff. So, all right, we are going to work with Greetings of the Season and the Golden Greenery. Now, I really did not use the stamp set for this class, but I sure did use the dies because these dies work with the DSP. So the images that are in the DSP will be cut out. There's the bells and then there's some greenery. Okay. All right, so let's get crack-a-lackin', shall we? Oh, I did tell you, here, I'll give you a real quick visual. We talked about so much Halloween. I want to make sure that you guys are aware, September 9th to the 13th, totally virtual, right here, every day, 10 a.m. live. Used to be called Halloween week. It's called Monster Mashup week because I have something different planned this time. So mark your calendars. You can always catch the replay. I will have daily stamping. I will have daily prize patrol. I will have a special offer. I will have a mystery box. Yes, one you guys loved mystery box last time, and so many of you asked if I would do a Halloween mystery box, and I'm here to please y'all. So yes, we have a mystery afoot, and that will be announced during Monster Mashup Week. So don't forget to mark your calendars for that. All righty. All right, I just realized I have messed up all of my projects. Okay, hold on. Let's get ourselves together here. Okay. All right, here is card number 1. So if you purchased the Graceful Greenery class, that class is already closed, done, sold out. I'm getting everything packed and ready to go. But if you missed out on this class, I do have the tutorial available. So if you are interested in the tutorial only, just comment tutorial and I will get you some information on that. So yes, you can absolutely get my tutorial. The class is just done and I'm showcasing what we created. So 50 Shades of Green for this class for sure. So we're going to be using Old Olive. Then we've got the DSP. I would show you the DSP pack, but I am out. Like I have nothing down but scraps left because I have loved hard on this paper. But when you see it in real life, if you don't have it, make sure to put it on your wish list because it is just gorgeous. Everyone who came to class really felt the same. They were just like, this is really, really pretty paper. So we're going to add that DSP layer to our Mossy Meadow and attach that to our Old Olive card base. And then we're just going to start doing some layering. So out of countryside dies, country corner dies. I can't quite remember, but that's where I cut this from. Now, the only problem that you will find is that this will not be die cut from your pack of paper. So you can use any type of die. You can do a rectangle, you can do a square, you could just, you'll have to figure out how you're going to put that together without that particular die, because I'm not going to open everybody's paper and cut out one piece there. So if you have the die, you'll be able to cut it. If not, just make it, a rectangle. All right, we're going to do a little bit of stamping quick. So I've got my pecan pie and Love and Joy. And that's it for that. Now, what I'm going to do is I have a little bit of greenery here. You will notice some of the greenery in your paper will work with a die and some will be hand cut. So that is dealer's choice. You can either hand cut it or you can use the die. This one in particular does not have a die. Okay, so I'm going to add that there. Then this is a piece of the vellum. It's beautiful. You guys are going to love this. So we're going to add that one on top, layer it up. Now with some dimensionals, I'm going to add our label, and those are cut out ahead for you. So you don't have to have that die set. I did cut them out ahead, and you can use any sentiment. That's kind of the beauty of this this class. Any Christmas sentiment will work. All right, now this is an edge piece. I don't want to waste my edges because that's going to tuck up underneath of my bells and no one's going to know. Or I can tuck it right under here and no one will know. That's what I'm going to do. Except you guys, now you know my little secrets. Use your edge pieces. Don't throw them away. They're still good. No one will know. Okay, now on my card here and on your tutorial, you'll notice that I die cut out 2 bells, a big bell and a little bell. I'm totally out of bells, so I'm using the one that's in the paper with the bow on it, and we're going to do that. So I am going to put that on with some dimensionals, and you'll notice that I'm not going to put any twine because it already has its bow. Okay, so here's my version. Here is the one we did in class. So this is the one you'll see in your tutorial. You'll just tie some twine, glue dot it on there, or you can just cut those out and use those. As for gems, the gems that I did plan to use were the cherry cobbler and the clear. They're totally sold out for like maybe 2 more weeks. And so I do have some sparkle gems included in your kit. I did not put any gems on mine. I will add those later. All right, card number 2 actually is this card right here. This was created by my friend Jennifer Hill, and we did this last week or the week before. So I'm not going to do this one again. I'm just going to showcase it to you. This is the vellum that we cut out. We embossed with the gold Happy Holidays here. There's another piece of vellum back behind, tied a little bow, and bada bing, bada boom, card number 2. All right, card number 3. Shaded Spruce. This is one I haven't had out in quite a while, but it works perfectly with this pack of paper. Look at that. Can you see the shimmer and the gold in it? Isn't it gorge? Gorge. All right, so now we're going to add our DSP to our card base. Whoa, it's getting a little excited. All right, beautiful. Yes, get the vellum, Darcy. You will not be sorry. Trust me. All right, now we have a piece of our shaded spruce. We have 2 pieces of gold, and then I have these little guys right here. Uh-oh, there should be 2 of them. Ruh-roh. I know I cut them out this morning. Oh, well. We'll make it work anyway. Oh, here's the card. Maybe you guys want to see the card. So I'm missing that piece right there. And I know I did it. I cut it ahead. Now this one you'll notice I'm using this a little bit different. Okay, you can see the difference there. This one is like little mistletoe berries on. I'm out of this one, but it is part of your DSP. Both of these will have a die cut with them. Now we're going to do some embossing and we'll see if maybe that piece will not show up a little bit later. So let's grab, whoops. I'm so sad. You do all that work and then nothing. Well, I was just looking to see if I dropped it. Oh, I did. Found it. I'm not crazy after all. Well, not about that. All right, so I wanted to be sure that we showcased the gorgeous new Wow powders. We didn't have embossing powders for quite a while. They are finally back, and I am really, really happy with these. They seem like they are, I want to say thinner and finer, but it gives a gorgeous, gorgeous color. So we're going to stamp with our Versamark, and we're going to do Season's Greetings. Don't worry if it's a little crooked. It's okay. Put that powder on there. Get all the extra off. Make sure I got all my stuff on there. Okay, looks good. Let's heat it up. Well, before we melt everything into the bottom, it's going to get loud for a minute. Oh, it's not, because I'm not plugged in. Oh, hell's bells. What is going on? Hold on. There we go. Try again. Sorry. Okay. So there is our gorgeous Season's Greetings. Now, if you don't want to emboss, it's okay. You don't have to. I just use like pecan pie or the green, the shaded spruce, absolutely. But that gold just really, really pops it out. Okay. Yes, heat embossing is what sucked us, so many of us in. It's like the magic. All right, we are going to add a little bit of adhesive along these edges and just do a little pop of gold. No. Stop what you're doing, Breckville. We're going to do the green layer first. And they will match right at the top with just a little bit of green on each edge, okay? So if it's sticking out a little bit, that's okay. You can trim it down. Now we're going to add that little pop of color, that little bit of gold peeking out from behind there. Isn't that pretty? This just kind of takes your cards to like elegant status, you know? So elegant. Now, I have a little bit sticking off, so I'm just going to trim that down. And we'll add that to our card. This is from my friend Claire Daly. She is an Australian demonstrator. And so I had taken one of her classes, and I did have to use this card because it is just so stunning. So let's add dimensionals to our greenery. And I'm going to make my greens kind of meet here because I'm going to do a linen bow. Okay, so there is our card. Then you can see on this one, I just did a double linen bow, tied that down, and there's a little bit of gems right there. You could use the red ones or clear ones, or in the kit with the class is going to be black, gold, or silver. So the gold would look beautiful there. Okay, so you can finish that. You see them. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's move on to the next one. And this one's going to really showcase that vellum. Okay, so again, we've got another shaded spruce card base. Uh-oh, I must have forgot to cut a piece out. Okay, so there's our shaded spruce. Then we're going to take that vellum. Okay, isn't that pretty? So pretty. Now I am going to put that right on the shaded spruce, and it's a little bit toned down. Now, if you wanted to, you could put a layer of white behind it, And I'll show you how much different that pops if you put the white. Look at that difference. I liked it toned down just a little bit, so I did not put any white behind there. And the little trick to the vellum is I put my adhesive in all the places where it won't show. So behind all the greenery is where I'm putting my adhesive. Okay, now again, I took a country, whatever we decided that was called, countryside corner. And we're going to stamp our sentiment. Now I want to make sure I'm stamping it. I'm using shaded spruce, stamping it pretty low because I want to have room to put my bell on top. Ho, ho. All right, now I've got some greenery that came from that piece of paper. So I'm just going to put them a couple dimensionals on those guys. These are hand cut. These do not work with the die, but there are some that do, so you can get those out should you choose. And then we'll have this go right on top. So a couple dimensionals on there. Lots of pop dots used on this one. And then our little bells go on. And I'm not doing the gems, but you could definitely add those gems, absolutely. So there is card number, whatever we're on, 4 maybe. Cute. All right, now the next card we did before. This again is from my friend Jennifer Hill. We did this last week, I think, on one of my lives before. So the only thing I'll just tell you, if you're following along and you're getting this class, I have ribbon here. I gave you this ribbon, but not this ribbon. So on my original, I had wrapped ribbon the whole way around, but you don't even see it. So I got rid of it and I only did ribbon right here. So that little bit of satin, there's a hole there. Run that ribbon through the hole and then just tie it with your linen thread. So it looks like it's a little tag there. Okay, super easy. Mossy Meadow on Old Olive. And then we have one more card, and we're going to do a little bit of an angle with this one, using up some of our DSP. And this one is Mossy Meadow for the card base. And then we have some DSP and our new basic beige. So we're just going to kind of do what we call like a color blocking of the DSP. And it is the same DSP. I'm just using both sides of it. So I like to lay them out, kind of get it where it needs to be visually, and then I add it on there. Should have just a little bit showing on each edge. This is a great way to use up some of those smaller scraps that you have laying around, because we hate to waste our DSP, right? You got to use all of it. Okay, then we can add that to our base. Oh, get out of there. Okay, now I've got two pieces here. I have this Mossy Meadow is with the Stylish Shapes, and then I just have a piece of Very Vanilla, and we're going to stamp our sentiment a little bit crooked. So you want to make sure that you have like the diamond, the 2 points up at the top. And then stamp that right there in the center. We can add that to our Mossy Meadow piece. And we're going to take some of the DSP. Again, there's an edge one. I'm going to use that because no one's going to know when I tuck it underneath there. But what I did do is I'm going to color that with one of the blends. So I have Cherry Cobbler Light, and I'm just going to make those berries red and add a little bit of color in there. It's nice to have that little pop of red. All right, so that's going to go down here in this corner. Now I have another one that I can put up in that corner, but I'm going to do it a little bit later. I can always tuck it underneath of this guy. I don't want to have to fussy cut while you guys are waiting to see this final project because it is the bomb. And then what I did was I lined up the points. So kind of so right where all the seams met, that's where I have my points of that card. So then I'll cut this one and then just tuck that in there. Okay. So this is what it'll look like when we're done. This is your favorite one. Oh my gosh, Darcy, that makes me so happy because guess what? This is the one I created on my own. All my by self. I did that one. All my by self. All right. So before we get on to our bonus project that I want to share with you, which is a complete wow project, I do want to do a couple quick shares while you're on. One is to let you know that my October Pampered Stamper Retreat Season of Elegance is coming. If you have been at my August retreat or my March, you have your registration link today. It is in person, October 25th to the 27th in Chambersburg, PA, at Rhodes Grove Camp. We'd love to have you come join us in person. My friend Connie and I host these retreats together, but we have to-go options because I know a lot of you guys cannot join me in person, so you can get a retreat in a box to go. So registration for that opens Friday. You want to make sure that you are looking for those details to either come join us in person for the full weekend, Saturday only, or get a retreat to go. I told you about Monster Mashup Week. Some of you already have it on your calendar. So I will be here September 9th to the 13th. I won't be here next week because I'll be away, but I will be back the 9th to the 13th. Check your inboxes. Make sure you're on my mailing list because you'll be the first to get the mystery box information. Okay. So if you're not on my mailing list, hop down into the description and you can find it and sign up so that you are the first to get the mystery box because I only have a limited number. I do not have I only have enough supplies for a few. Then really quick, if you are a demonstrator, my demonstrator friends, Connect and Create is a demonstrator event that I am hosting. Registration has been open for 2 weeks now. It's getting ready to close on Friday. So if you would like some information on my Connect and Create event, message me and let me know. Or hop over to my Connect and Create Facebook group, which I think I have somewhere around here. Let's look. Nope. Let me find it. There we are. Yeah, just jump over there into the Connect and Create group. This is for demonstrators only. Okay, I think, and then my paper share is open. So all of those gorgeous holiday paper shares or all of those gorgeous holiday paper packs, I have a share so you can get a sample of every single one. So it was sent out by email. It's on my social media. If you haven't received it and you're interested in more details, just comment paper share and I will get you the link to that information as well. Okie dokie. Last card. Are you ready? Because it is going to knock your socks off. All right. First of all, I want to thank Susan Campfield, who always has amazing, amazing projects. And when I saw this, I had to make it immediately. And so I included this in my class kit. So if you purchase the Graceful Greenery, you're getting this wow card. It's called a double arrowhead card. And it's really actually not that difficult to make, but it just is a wow project. Okay. So let's get started with that. We have got basic white, 4 1/4 by 11, and then we have these two pieces right here that we're going to do some scoring. Now, always the fun is, let's hope that I remember how I did it weeks and weeks and weeks ago. Okay, so we're going to score our card base. So first of all, we'll do that at 5 1/2. Then we're going to take these two pieces, and these two pieces are 5 by 4 1/4. And we're going to score them at 1 1/2, 3, 3 3/4, and 4 1/2. And we're going to do the same thing on both pieces. Just make sure your 5" is at the top, okay? That is the trick. 1 1/2, 3, 3 3/4, and 4 1/2. Okay, that's all there is to it. Now it's just time to do a little score or a folding. So we're going to fold. And oh my goodness, now I do have to think. Okay, here's what it'll look like. So you've got this little flap right here at the bottom, and then you have a bigger one here. So you're going to make 2 mountain folds. All my teacher friends know what we're talking about, right? Okay, so those are 2 mountain folds. Then these folds are almost going to do what we call an accordion. So we've got a valley and a mountain. Let's make sure I'm telling you correctly. I did. So mountain, mountain, valley, mountain. Okay, makes sense? You see that? So what's going to happen is it's going to fold together like this. That little flap will tuck in, and see how it's making an arrow. That's exactly what we want. Oh my goodness, Denise, I hear ya. She said, Denise says, I can relate to forgetting how I made a card even if one day goes by. Oh, preach it, sister. I'm not even sure what I had for lunch yesterday. All right, so we're going to do the exact same thing. Again, mountain, mountain, valley, mountain. So it'll come together like this and make that arrow. Okay, so I'm going to use some tear and tape on here. And I just need a little strip right across that small flap. Okay, now I think before I glue everything down, I'm going to put my DSP on. It's a lot easier to do. So let's get our DSP pieces out here. We just have some little skinny strips. You should have 4 of them. And this is exactly Susan's card. I totally cased it. And I'm not too proud to admit it because I am not creative, but she certainly is. I do really prefer the green glue for this because it gives you a little bit of time to like shift and move your card or shift and move your paper since you're using such a small strip. Then we can let that dry a little bit while we do this one. And if you wanted the gold, you could definitely flip-flop those colors. Absolutely. Dealer's choice on this card because you'll cut your own DSP and decide which ones you want to use. Okay, so there are our double arrows. So far, so good. I'm going to give them a couple seconds to dry while we work with these layers here. So we're going to take a little bit of DSP, add that to our white. And these are in your tutorial, so you'll have the instructions for that. And then that white to green. There we go. Next one. Paper to the white. And then the white to the green. Okay, so these panels will they'll have a little bit of drying time while we work with these arrows. So let's go ahead and make our arrows. So what I'm going to do is this fold is going to fold down, and we're just going to close that arrow. Ta-da! See it again one more time. Oh my goodness, my hands are dry. Need to get the lotion out. Okay, so now that's going to fold like this, and you just close that other flap. Two arrows. Oh, you could put a bunch of them together and make something cool. I like that idea. Alrighty, now we've got our card base here. And so what we need to do is to add our arrows on the edge. So that's all that we have to do there. So I'm just going to add some glue and edge to edge. So it should match perfectly with the sides and the back seam. I'm going to hold it down just a couple of seconds to make sure that glue sticks, and do the same thing on this one. Hold that down for a couple seconds. There we go. And you can see how your arrows are sticking out there. Now these guys are going to get glued on the flaps. Oh no. Whew. My little, whatever they're called, mistletoes were upside down. We can't have that. What's it mean if your mistletoe is upside down? If you kiss under the mistletoe, if it's upside down, maybe you hit somebody. That's a new holiday tradition. Okay, there we go. Now what we're going to do is take a little white on white. I embossed that with the dashing details, so that's going to go in the center. Excuse me. And then finally, we're going to take this piece and stamp our sentiment and add a little greenery, and there's what we will have. That's all there is to it. Beautiful, right? All right, so let's take a look at these cards again that we made today. And like I said, these are all part of the class. The class is already closed and over, but you can get the tutorial should you wish. Is that all of them? There's this one. Plus this one. Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 cards, 6 cards, and then this is the bonus. So it's a little bit thick, Lori. I would probably, because till you squish it down, I would probably add a extra postage. I mean, it'll fold flat and then they can poof it up and it'll stand. But for mailing, it may have a little bit of weight and thickness to it. When in doubt, take it to the post office, right? So there you go. That is your card class. That's the Graceful Greenery class. And just hit me up if you want the tutorial. All right, that's what I have for you guys today. Don't forget to have a great week. Today's Wednesday. Happy hump day to you guys. Have a wonderful week. I will not be here next week. I'll be in Idaho, but I'm hoping to have lots of pictures to share with you guys. And then when I come back, Halloween time. So mark your calendar for Monster Mashup. So thanks so much for hanging out with me, everybody. Have a great one. Bye-bye.